Hello, everyone. My name is Doug Meckel, and I work for KSB Leadership Services. Today, we're going to have a topic related to teamwork. So we're going to spend some time reflecting, learning, and gaining insights about what you can do as a board leader to improve your board team. So let's begin. When we talk about teamwork, oftentimes people assume that it's easy to build a great team. But to be very honest, it's difficult to build a great team, but the reward is phenomenal. So we're going to talk today about how to build that great team. So let's begin today by first congratulating you. You've been elected to be a leader of leaders. And there's an unbelievable responsibility that's associated with this as you guide your board to try to make the decisions that will best serve your kids in your community. One of your greatest challenges will be to get the board aligned to the same mission. Getting 7 people to work together to serve your kids and to stay focused on what matters most will determine the success of this team. Kansas has been blessed. Every 50 years or so, we win a Super Bowl. And so this past year reminds us how important it is to build that great team. It goes without saying, anytime we talk about high-performing teams, we often talk about the coach. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be in Andy Reid's shoes right now? Your new role will be a little bit different. You'll be like Bill Russell was at the Boston Celtics. You're going to be one of the players and the coach in this new leadership role. I want you to think back to some of your past experiences being involved with teams. Could be a sports team, could be a work team, anytime you've been engaged helping others work towards a common goal. What were some of the most important things that helped make that team a high-performing team? Now that you've had a chance to think about that team and the great experiences you probably had, spend a little time jotting down a few of the key ingredients. In your opinion, what were the things that team did that allowed them to be so productive? You know, I'm really not sure some of the key ingredients that you thought of, but here's some insights we know that make all the difference for great teams. The ability to communicate, and the ability to communicate leads to a clear understanding of our mission. It allows us to respect the differences of maybe our roles and responsibilities, but the idea we're working towards that common goal. Communication develops trust, and that's what brings about high-performing teams. Singy's book, The Fifth Discipline, it's an old book. It was written in the 90s. But there are some insights that he put together that truly make a difference for teams. And I want to spend a little bit of time walking you through those. The first insight is about ideas. Great teams really don't care where the idea comes from, as long as the idea is going to help the team be more successful. As a board member, your goal is to meet the needs of each child in your system. So it really doesn't matter whose idea it was, as long as we get that goal accomplished. Part of your team is going to have some supports from you, some values, some appreciation. The idea that you praise people for good work is critical. You're the leader, but you're also the coach. So make sure you affirm the work of your fellow board members. The next insight has to do with listening and learning. I've always struggled with someone who already knows exactly what they want to do before they ever sit down at the table. The power of a board is when you gather, you listen to each other, you learn from each other, and then you make a good decision based upon the insights you've gathered. Great teams, great boards, ask the right questions. You should never have to make an uninformed decision as a board. The only way you're going to get all the answers you need is to ask good questions. So make sure, as the president, you coach them through that process. This is a simple slide, but it really is true about the successful teams that you've probably been involved in. People approached the task, the goal, the mission with great passion, and they gave 100% effort. There's no way to halfway do the things that are important when it comes to impacting the education of kids. This is a simple slide, but the law of win-win is really true. Find a way to make sure we all can come to an agreement that we feel good about. There's not one way to do something. Let's find the best way to do something. Remember to have fun. Make the work enjoyable. The tasks you're doing are so critical for the success of any district. So take joy and pleasure in the work that you're doing by serving others. You really will make a difference if you find a way to work together as a team. You know, the commitment you make to student success and your willingness to lead is above and beyond the work of many people. I've often told board members over the years, the most important job in any community is being a school board member. Take pride in the idea that we're going to build a team that will truly help our district. So remember, get that team together, pull in the same direction, and make a difference for the kids you were elected to serve. Again, let me congratulate you for being selected by your peers to be a leader of leaders. I know you'll enjoy the work. You'll have difficult challenges, but in the end, you'll be doing good things for your district and your community.